Even with the booty in the front, I still look good. The only reason it's booty is because it was wet.
Did she?
This one is fatter though. Even
This woman just said, even with this booty in the front, I still look good though. And then she had the audacity to turn around and say, this one is fatter though. Actually, the one in the front looked better. How your front booty look more like a booty than your booty? Yo, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. Ah, man. And to make matters worse, this woman started an OF page. Yeah. Hey, look, one thing I will say is there's men out there that like this. There's men out here where their type is that. Oh, Lord help us all. Y'all, please ignore the craziness that is this room right now. I promise y'all, once I get this place where I want it, y'all gonna think I'm in a whole nother room, in a whole nother house. It ain't gonna look nothing like what it looked like right now. Just bear with your boy. Been busy trying to get everything that I need for this place. But let's get on to the next piece of mess, because there's gonna be some mess. It's gonna be some mess. Is this? Oh, hell. Lil Uzi Vert girlfriend, Young Miami, I think that's her name. She gets on the internet and she says, y'all man won't even buy y'all Wingstop. Lil Uzi Vert gave me $10K just to go shopping.
Yeah, I just left my man job and he gave me to go shopping at a Lion. Y'all men won't even buy y'all Wingstop.
It's almost like this woman forgot where she came from. Because you wasn't always in the position to be able to date a man that can just hand you $10,000. And I'm pretty sure with where you came from, you know that most people aren't in that position. Why would you get on the internet and say that stuff to your fans? The people that's supposed to look up and idolize you. This is why you shouldn't be idolizing these celebrities, especially these city girls who are oddly enough all in relationships, but yet they some city girls somehow. You know what? They in city girl relationships. Hell, the other city girl was dating P. Diddy, and I can only imagine what she's seen. But look at her though. She done got her nose done. She done got somebody to fix the acne on her face. Her lips look different. But yet, she walking around here not humble. Crazy. Now we're about to get ready to move on to what is one of y'all favorite segments on this channel, and that's the text receipts. But before we do, I'm happy to announce that this video is sponsored by none other than my favorite men's face care brand, Teej Henley. Now, as a lot of you may know, I've been rocking and using Teej Henley for going on 4 years now, and they're one of the few brands out there that specifically cater to men when it comes to face care, which is why I highly recommend you giving them a try and starting off with their level 1 system. It gives you everything that you need and nothing that you don't. First and foremost, you get that daily face wash, which is self-explanatory. Wash your face every day with that to keep your face looking clean and hydrated. Then you get that 2 times per week exfoliating scrub, which is my favorite because it helps get deep down in those pores and get that buildup and grime out of your skin. And then you also get a AM moisturizer with SPF 20 to help protect your skin from the sun. And then you follow up with that PM moisturizer, which keeps your skin hydrated at night while you sleep. Now, because you all are such great supporters of this channel, to offer you all an amazing deal. Click that link down below and get 40% off your first order and a free gift. Plus, if you live in the US, you get free shipping for life. Click that link and get started today. Now, back to your video. And just like that, we're back. Let's see what we have here. Y'all can't wait to change this microphone to my new microphone. Anyway, that's irrelevant right now. This woman, she texts this man and she says, I hate to ask this, but I got to, so we don't waste time. You do have a job, right? That's a valid question. I mean, he can't go out on dates if he ain't got no money to pay for them, right? The guy responds, yep, kept it short and sweet and simple. The woman asks, how much you make? Red flag. Red flag. Go ahead and end this conversation right here, my guy. You don't need to text her no more. Just say goodbye. He responds, Hazel, you getting too deep now. We ain't been on one date and you asking me about my pay? Facts. Way too deep. She responds, I've been lied to by men and they always lie about having a good paying job. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, sweetheart. You just gonna have to deal with that. You gonna have to deal with that. Find out if somebody lying once it comes to light. Don't ask nobody how much they making. You just gotta take those many L's right in life. But you can determine if you have some discernment real quick if this individual actually has any income or is making any money or not. The guy responds, sorry to hear you've been lied to, but I got a good career. When I'm more comfortable with you, we could talk about that. He gave it a prayer hands. I agree, because majority of people, men and women alike, value financial stability in a relationship. The woman responds back with a sad face. The guy responds, why that face? The woman responds back, it's a rule of mine. I have to know what you're making. Well, it's a rule of mine not to care that it's a rule of yours. Goodbye. Look, hey fellas, let's develop this rule. If a woman asks some nonsense like that, this is gonna be your rule. Block. Look, we ain't playing them games in 2025. You get blocked. You no longer have the privilege of having my phone number in your phone, okay? The guy responds, sheesh, I make 80K yearly. Shake my head. Now she's asking, can I see proof? Wow. The guy responds, proof? The woman says, a pay stub. You can cover your personal information. Woman, that is the personal information. The fact that you know that this man makes 80K is already too much personal information. What are you doing? She says, a pay stub, you can cover your personal information. It will really let me know you're not lying to me. The guy responds, this crazy, because it is. The woman responds, me? Yes. You. Yes, you. You're the crazy one. The guy responds, that's not going to happen. I told you what I make. I'm leaving it there. You shouldn't even put it there. The woman says, so I can't see the proof? Bro, clearly she ain't got a lot going on up here, but she wanted to worry about what somebody else is making. You just told her that you were leaving it right there. And then she goes, you know what? The guy responds, do you have a high paying job? Time to flip it back on her. I like it. She responds, I do, but you're trying to change the subject. No, it's the same subject. I don't believe her no more. Because if you got a high paying job, usually, it requires you to have something going on up here. But in today's day and age, you can just spread your legs and have a high paying job all day long. Guy responds, let's do this. I will show you my last 2 pay stubs on FaceTime if you show me your credit score. A recent report. And it can't be Credit Karma. It gotta be a major one. Ooh, Credit Karma ain't good enough? Shit. That's all I use. The woman responds, my score is high 700s. I don't need to show you that. You deflecting now. It was okay for you to tell me that your score was in the high 700s, but you can't show me that your score is in the high 700s. I think you're lying now. I think that's how that works. Yeah, that sounds about right. The guy responds, sounds like cap. Your shit is low and you deflecting now. That's what we like. Turn it right back on him. turn it right back on her because two can play this game. We are all grown now. Whatever a woman asks of a man, she needs to be able to provide in return. It ain't no deflecting. It's reflecting. Mirror reflecting. The woman responds, I don't want to meet you. Thanks for proving my point. Have a nice life. Woman, he did not prove your point. All he did was let it be known to you that you were prying a little too deep into his information. And when he was asking of you the same information, then you wanted to start deflecting because you were the one that were deflecting. Then you said that he proved your point. No, that's not how it played out. The guy responds that you were missing some screws. You asking for a lot from someone you don't know. And that's why you were single. Hey, I think we all picked up on the fact that she missing some screws. Yes. This is why she is single. The woman responds, no, it's because broke men keep lying. Then he responds, then date yourself. Run for the hills, fellas. Run for the hills. It's these type of women that is going to try to drain you out of all your money. What it sounds like is the men that she was coming across knew what she was on, what time she was on. These men probably wasn't even broke, like she claims. They just wasn't stupid. They wasn't about to do like Lil Uzi Vert did and hand over their money to some undeserving woman. SS Goku 831 in the chat says, to be honest, that conversation went way longer than it should. I agree. Y'all saw in the beginning, I was like, look, as soon as she asks you that question, say goodbye. Because it's only gonna go south from there. It can only get worse. There's no good outcome once a question like that is asked. It's like asking women what they bring to the table. And then they say the table. And then they say they are the table. It's the same ignorance. You can't be the table and bring something to it too. It's like when women say that they are the table, it's like, oh, basically what you just said to me is that I have to bring all the stuff to you. Because if I'm bringing something to the table and you are the table, you're just sitting there with a blank slate, nothing on top, and I have to fill it up with all this stuff. Man, when I tell y'all Daphne about to make this woman feel so hurt, ooh, it's about to be bad. Let's watch. So this woman, Princess Dolly, she gets on Twitter and she reposts this post right here from this woman that calls herself Bird. She says, men really be liking the natural look more than we think. What do y'all think we've been trying to tell y'all? Why would y'all think we care about the makeup and the fake hair and stuff? I don't know a straight man on planet Earth that does. Princess Dolly, she says, I don't give a fuck what a man likes. She must like women then. That's what it is. She don't care what men like because she don't like men. Yep, hatred. Daphne, she responds, why haven't you experienced this yet? Because you don't care about what men like yet. You want a man for help. God gave you your answer. You're still not married. Fix your attitude. Treat men better. Maybe you won't be the last pick out of the litter one day. Whoa. Oh, I felt like I said that in the same tone that Daphne delivered it in on Twitter. This woman post this, and this is what Daphne talking about. She posted a picture of some woman getting proposed to. This is nice. The dude was thoughtful. I like the view up here above the city. This Cam woman, she says, woke up as a fiance today. That's beautiful. And the princess lady chick, female thing, she says, keep those unromantic men away from me, God. I want to experience this one day. Damn, so aggressive. God ain't gonna deliver this for you. I don't think. You gonna have to get right with God first. Because the man that you want God to deliver to you, is a man of God, but you're not a woman of God. Because if you were, you would have kept the negativity out of this post. You wouldn't have said, keep those unromantic men away from me. That was unnecessary. But like Daphne said, she need to fix her attitude and treat men better. How could she expect for a man to treat her right and put a ring on her finger if she has this much hatred in her heart towards men and don't care, like she said, don't care what a man thinks? Keep on blocking them blessings because you deserve to have them blocked with this attitude. Y'all, we got a Facebook one over here. This woman, she gets on Facebook. She says, this man I made on a dating app invited me out for a quick bite to eat. He texted me the location, and when I showed up, it was Arby's. He wanted me to have lunch with him. He works there. I text my mama, and she told me to leave. I told him I left something in my car and drove off. Was I wrong? Yes. And your mama was too. Is your mom married? I bet she's not. I bet she's not. Because if she had been a married woman, she would probably tell you, hey, baby, it's going to take a whole lot of patience. It's going to take a whole lot of patience. But if your mom is a single mom, like I believe she is, and you're taking advice from her, and you want to be a married woman or a kept woman at least, woo-hoo, one and the same, one and the same. Let's see where this goes. Daphne wastes no time. She says, hell yeah, you're wrong. He could have been a franchise owner or manager. That could have been his second job. Also, that Hawaiian fish meal is delicious. You missed out on a good meal. You assumed a lot without speaking to the man. Texting your toxic mother is your biggest mistake. She is keeping you single when you should be making your own decisions. Exactly. That tripped me out. The fact that this woman had to call her mom and ask her mom if she should leave the restaurant or stay, lets you know that this woman, she ain't grown yet. She's not an independent thinker. She can't make decisions herself. She got to ask her mama, her toxic mama. If she knew her mama well enough, she would have known without calling her mom that her mama was going to say no. I bet your mom is single too. Daphne thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Stop being superficial and relying on your mother. It won't end well. Facts. That man dies an atomic bomb. 100. The woman responds back to Daphne, wow, I didn't think of it like that. I called him and apologized. He says he's giving me a second chance. Woo! What? I don't think she black. I ain't even gonna hold you. A black woman would never. Look, I had to say it, y'all. I ain't saying it to be funny. I'm saying it because it's true. Let me repeat it. I'm not saying it to be funny. I'm saying it because it's true. We gotta do better, right? But damn, the fact that this woman took accountability, she listened. She listened. And if a lot of these women were to listen and not be so quick to feel offended by what Daphne says, they will learn that in her harsh talking, because she real stern, that there is a lesson to be learned. Just like this woman learned here. She read Daphne's message. She called the man. She apologized to him. He gave her a second chance. Then she came back in here and responded. Daphne responds, was I right about your mom being single? Ooh, great follow-up question. And the girl responds, yes. I was right too. I was right too. Because I know. I done seen this shit a million times. I'm a black man raised by black women. I used to see this mess all the time growing up. Fortunately, because this girl didn't want to sit here and argue with Daphne, which we like to see, that is the end of the video. Leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. See ya.